The process is really relatively simple. It's sort of like wine. You have the fruit, you squeeze it, you make the juice, you ferment it, and you've got an end product. What differentiates our product is that, like red wine grapes in particular, they're different wines or different wine grapes and different apples are grown for different ingredients for the cider. I'm Rob Miller.
I'm Patty Power.
My wife Patricia and I own Distillery Lane Ciderworks in Jefferson, Maryland. We've got an orchard of about 3,000 trees here, spread out over 10 acres, and we grow English and French cider apples, along with a bunch of old American apples, as well as a few new American apples, some new disease resistance. But directly across the street, in fact it's still there, is a dirt road over there, and it's called Ahalt Distillery Lane. And this whole valley was full of distilleries in the 1800s, up until Prohibition. There were beer distributors, rye whiskey distributors, a very successful one over here on Route 17 that supposedly sold rye whiskey around the world. So that's how we came up with our name. So we like to feel we fit in with that heritage of the area around here. And there were some trees on the property. We both like cider. The soils around here are perfect for growing trees. It's a nice sandy loam. Probably spent at least a year planning out the orchard so that we'd have the different varieties that we needed, some sharps and bitter sweets, all for the hard cider, as well as trying to figure out, in this climate, what varieties grow well. But we have old varieties like Roxbury Russet and Golden Russet and Newton Pippin and Red Gravensteins, things that you probably wouldn't find in the grocery store.
We explored lots of different options and decided we wanted to make it more like the way the French make it, which is on the dry side. And they bottle and market it more like a wine.
Now we're 10 years later. We're at where we wanted to be. We've got a cider maker who works with us, who's a scientist by training. He works down at the Smithsonian, and he really knows cider. He loves making cider. He's a meticulous note taker. He's very detail oriented. So now we have data on the pH, the starting bricks of every single apple in this orchard, and then we have tasting notes on what it was like before it was fermented and after it was fermented. So you can put all those things together when you have barrels in fermentation and help decide on a blend.
Selling is really appreciating how different people's tastes are. What one person says is sweet, another person will tell you is really tart. Lots of people come out to the farm on the weekends. A lot of our customers have never had hard cider before. And most of them find one of them that they really like, and they're kind of surprised. So it's kind of fun to introduce a brand new product to a lot of people and watch them really enjoy it.